We're going to go to Noah Ardis. Good afternoon.
Thank you. It's a Reedies, but my name's Noah, and yeah, thank you. My name's Noah, and I'm from Silver Spring, and I'm with the Hope Movement. And I urge and plead that you would vote no on SB 798. This bill first asserts that a quote central component to an individual's rights to liberty and equality has the fundamental right to reproductive freedom, end quote. Now, folks, of course, the right to reproduce and bear children is up to you. The problem is what follows. It continues, quote, including but not limited to the ability to make and effectuate decisions to prevent, continue, or end one's own pregnancy, end quote. My friends, if you're pregnant, reproduction has already happened. You already have a child in your womb. Scientifically, from the moment of fertilization, a new human zygote with its own DNA, never to be replicated, has been brought into existence by God, who says in Psalm 139:13, "For you formed my inward parts, you wove me in my mother's womb." If you claim to follow the science, you would acknowledge that irrefutably this bill gives mothers the right to end, aka murder, their own child. The reason murder is wrong is because God made man in his image. As the sixth commandment says, you shall not murder. It is sin, the breaking of God's absolute moral standard and law. It's the standard by which each one of you will be judged. But to solve the sin issue, because God is holy and no sin shall enter his heaven, they who sin must be cast to hell. So God himself, in the person of Jesus Christ, entered the womb of the Virgin Mary, who was born, lived sinlessly, died a sinner's death on the cross, absorbing the wrath of God, rising again on behalf of his elect who repent, turn from their sin, and put their faith alone in him. Man's moral standards and law are subjective. Just like Black or Jewish people were once not considered human, it's not a matter of whether morality is imposed or not, but which. Man's or God's greater law, which all human laws ought to be derived. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your testimony. There are no questions from the committee. That will conclude the hearing on Senate Bill 798. Colleagues, we're now going to